Okay, I am back. So we have a couple of things to clean up, I think, before we go directly into this raid. So let's switch back over to the game. Well, we did explore 90% of the map, so the first thing we should do is talk to Euron.
Show me. You did well.
He thinks we did well.
Here.
We obtained a spirit necklace. Okay, so now we get a full revive. We have only one more reward to get from him, and we are done with him. And presumably also done with the game. We did pick up some fish, so we should head over to Shoebill. Hello, Thanatos. You're not normally up here. So Thanatos is saying, look at Rakota. She has a lot of people now who regard her as family, and none of this would have come to pass if not for your efforts. Thanatos says, if I know that tone, you're saying I didn't do anything special. So apparently Shoebill can understand us, but we don't necessarily speak Shoebill's language. Let's hand over the 2 fish we attained. She looks satisfied. Great tree drop attained as a gift. Okay. I think we did pretty good in terms of the fish collection in this game. Unfortunately, I think we are still missing one of the big fish, which I don't think was fully in our control. It's just kind of RNG. I think we needed to use somebody else to fish in the swamp. Uh-oh, he's looking after the cards. Hopefully we'll find more of them. No new chests have spawned down here since we started building the ship. But I'd also like to say the ship is actually coming along pretty well. So we'll talk to Cathy. So that's looking like a pretty much completed ship, chat. So I wonder if the bad ending would be like we just try to sail away and then we die because the sailing away is meaningless. I'm kind of curious what the bad ending would have been in this case. So she's talking to the butler. Actually saying she wants to assist her friends. Franz says he shall repel this threat so he can accomplish his goal, or her goal. Hummel and Rakota are talking. Rakota's saying they're in high number, they're looking for blood. Hummel says he can sense it too, it's a haunting feeling. Looks like we need to prepare ourselves more than usual. Oh, she's saying she'll watch his back, and he says a brother should protect his sister. So we have a little bit of a family connection there. We're going to take a quick save there. Hello, Sister Nia. Well, we're going to overcome this trial. We're going to hand-lick several of the formulas we picked up. So apparently we could just brew extra experience now. It requires a lot of the acidic elixir, or I keep saying elixir, acidic liquid we picked up from pretty much all those last enemies. So all the mini-bosses could potentially drop those. So, not too bad. I mean, that seems like a decent light to the power level. And if we want to burn these useless, beautiful flowers, we could just get a lot of sweet remedy. But I don't think we need to do that, chat. We're fine.
Come check it out.
So, Euron, can you craft anything insane yet? I mean, it's kind of hard to top what we have, but we might as well check. Ooh. So chat, it looks like we can get something that makes Donna heal potentially even more health, and it makes her do more damage. Or if we're feeling like we want to be super glass cannons, we could dump our defense by 255 points, but get massive lifesteal. Interesting items overall. We saw some of the risks before. I mean, getting things like crit chance up is not bad. It's just that without the health bonus, some of these characters are a little too squishy. Although if we never have to swap to them, health is less of an issue.
Well, come again.
Interesting accessories. Kind of a shame the Tailor didn't increase. Dina's telling us about Aura Grass. And now she's added it. So now we could potentially get a life up. They're saying Aura Grass is rare. Unlike general materials, multiple types of materials can be used for this trade. When you trade for Aura Grass, be sure to check the required materials. Okay. So she's just letting us touch the end game even more. Stone of Antiquity, Garment of Many Tongues. Oh no, chat. I forget. I forget what some of these were. Were the bottom three the really broken ones, chat? Hold on. Let's do a quick save. I forget which is which. I feel like some of those are super overpowered, though. Yeah, I'll just make another save. Whatever. It's fun. Like, Garment of Many Tongues, I think, was overpowered. So let's attain that. We could also get the Stone of Antiquity. And we'll also get the Crown of Creation. All these items we got in the past. Seems like we could carry them over. So speaking of which... Oh, Garment of Many Tongues is the Flash Guard one. That's not the one I was thinking it was. We could get one that increases our general stats. They weren't quite the ones I was thinking they were, unfortunately. I'm not really feeling any of these, then. I was hoping one of them was the Evade one. I misremembered, unfortunately. I don't really feel like undoing the save file just for that, though. I don't think it was catastrophic. I didn't want the 25 jewel one anyway. I was hoping we could get the one that gave us 15% crit, 15% evade. That was the one I was looking to get. But I suppose if the AI is playing it, I don't really need the 400 health on Laxia. And we could use the SP cost down in case we do have to play as her. That could be useful. It puts her defense closer to Donna's, at least.
Hey, welcome!
Alright, let's take a look at what things we can make at this point. So we could pretty much get any material. I'm not seeing the dragon stuff in here, but it might be considered a rare item. So let's take a slow look through here. So we can start making Thunder Claws. We now make Sunlight Claw. Okay. More acidic liquid. There's the Saurian Scale, which we need to make the Saurian Fang, which we did need for something else, which I kind of forget at the moment. Oh, I think it was for that super health gain. We'll keep that in mind in case we need it for something else. Ooh, Dragon Crest Stone needs the Essence Stone. That's gonna be a little tough. Deals. Skill finish SP up, strength 45. It is kind of tempting to use that at this point in the game on Sahad. I am a little curious. Seems like there's a lot of different ways we can get the Aura Grass.
This one is special.
We'll get a little bit of that. You know what? We'll take the Savage Mask.
This one. See you later.
I think we'll situationally equip it. Because, like, we could remove the Hero Cloak for it, for example, and that might be okay on bosses. And by okay, I mean, like, that's when I would want to use it. I don't want to use it for casual exploring. Donna's thinking about the robe figure. So we're looking pretty powerful at the moment. I'm feeling pretty good about our characters overall. And again, being able to spam more of the hit stun skill as Laxia is actually pretty good situationally. So to me, losing some of the health doesn't matter as much if I can freeze frame the enemy for longer. Hi, Sylvia. So she's excited to go slay some dinosaurs, but that makes sense. Okay, so we can't do other hunts.
What do you want to enhance?
Can we do any enhancements while we're here? We could increase the gate health. Is there anything else we could do here? They do like hitting our stockade, so
All right, I got it.
leveling this up might be good for us, actually.
All finished.
Ooh, that costs a lot of essence stone. I don't know if I want to do that. We can increase the catapult level, though. I don't think they can hit these, but who
All
knows?
finished.
Underworld Hide, we don't have that. Let's also enhance our stockade again.
Roger. Give me a second.
Because again, they do attack this pretty often.
All right.
And this is the source of our points, so this is just protecting our points for the score total. And since we have an okay amount of essence stone, I think we can afford to make our base gate health higher, just in case.
All right, it's done.
Not that I think it'll get hit that often.
Are you done?
So let's talk to him. Is that anything weird in the northern region? Some of the folks here said something that bugged me. I got a weird feeling about it. I mean, there is that one area we can't reach. Let's begin the raid for now. Yeah, we're good to go. Recommended level 60. Ooh. Evolution marches on. Area Mountain Wave 3. We've never faced this many primordials before, and among them is an unfamiliar species. Uh-oh, chat, are we seeing the evolving dinosaurs? Are they becoming human again? Is the cycle... is the cycle almost complete?
Let's do our best, everyone. Let's go.
We're greeted with Sahad's massive axe, which they keep calling a hammer, but let's be honest, chat, that's definitely an axe.
Let me help you. Here we go. Everyone, follow me. Here we go.
What a monster, chat.
Yogi squad even. Yogi
Join
squad
them in.
even.
I love that he could just kill them through the wall like that. That is just so unfair on so many levels, chat.
So many openings.
Oh, I got tagged by him. That sucks. Unless I evaded, then I'm not as certain. But I'll freeze frame for now.
Yogi squad even. Yogi squad even.
Here we go. Battle's only just begun. Everyone.
Oh, I was trying to evade. Because I already got hit earlier, because I took the bleed status effect. Oh well. Chili Chunks? It's quite a skill name. Wow, these things have a lot of health.
I'm coming to support you. I'll protect my family.
Thanks for the help.
Oh, we almost have extra skill again, which is good.
I'm blushing.
Oh, Thanatos.
They're still coming.
Actually, speaking of which, out of curiosity, in this scenario where we're generating SP constantly, does this just one-shot?
We're doing well.
All right, let's start fixing it.
Pretty close.
Don't let him break it again.
Please take this.
Oh, he got me at the end of that skill. That's the downside of Sahad. I can't dodge that. That's a shame. Oh well. I'll try to make up for it with frequent extra skill.
Situation report. Situation report.
Bring it on!
Here we go. Made us work. I'm joining.
Wow, he kills those things in 2 hits. That's pretty gross, chat.
Here we go. Now let's go.
Hey, hold on a second. I fixed it.
Here we go.
Have to withstand.
Not done yet.
Let me help you.
Ambush. Ambush.
Ooh, they spawn behind us.
Be aggressive.
Here we go.
Sit, duck.
You guys all right?
Oops, Sylvia showed up briefly. Ooh, I think because Dogi Squad's doing poorly, I'm not getting any SP, which is kind of annoying. Oh well.
Experience always prevails.
Well, the best we could do is just tag out as needed. So since they're not doing well, I can't take advantage of that the way I want to. So let's just give ourselves another 100 attack and defense. Excuse me. Hummel's saying that there's a lot more primordials than usual. Laxi says they're behaving strangely in the northern region. Perhaps the two are related. Ooh, look at this monster, chat. Todd says it's looking like it's rearing to fight. Laxi says that primordial. It's coming. Brace yourselves.
Battle report.
Come
Battle
on,
report.
just a little more.
Dogi squad even. Dogi squad even.
Are you all right? Everyone take care!
Ooh, that one got me from behind. That sucked.
Dogi squad even.
Ooh, unlimited skill use. Oh, Sahad. Hey, we got Saurian skills.
Dogi squad going smooth. Dogi squad going smooth.
I don't know if that was enough points for the S rank, but I still think we did pretty good overall.
Experience always prevails.
Nice. That's great.
I do think increasing our allies' damage has helped us a little bit. Especially when we extra skill. Because that's usually when they get the most opportunities to strike the enemy. So none of our structures died, so maybe this is enough points. Yeah, we're at 120,000. We should be fine.
I'm the best.
Yes, you are, Sahad. You're the best.
Nice.
Ha, that's pretty good.
They only got an A, chat. They need to step it up. So we got, hey, more of the Essence Stone that we used earlier. So we got that back. Sunlight Fang, which we don't have a lot of. We got some all high-ranking materials there. And so for our efforts, we got even more Essence Stone, which is great because we needed that for other things. And we got Savage Wristband. We'll just see what that does after this cutscene. So they're appearing winded, but we seem to have succeeded. Donna says she's never seen that species of primordial before. I'm gonna ask if it's an evolved one. Axia says no, it's different. The span of primordial history is longer and more diverse than that of humans. That primordial we just saw predates the Eternian era. So it's from even before the past? That's been a while. So it probably came out because the Great Tree has decided to purge everybody. So sounds like we got more visitors, says Hummel. Rakota says that this is intense. Should we get Dogi and the others to help? So maybe they're overwhelmed. So we gotta keep going, chat. Maybe this is the second raid event? It says, although Adol and the others managed to fight off the primordials, similarly intense raids continued to occur without warning day and night, forcing everyone to remain in the village. Thankfully, they had enough provisions, but it was becoming clear that in due time the castaways would be overrun. During a lull between beast raids, Adol and the others decided to hold a crucial meeting.
Man.
Ooh, endless days of raids, chat. Apparently it's the 4th day in a row. Looks like they want to wipe out the villagers once and for all. Euron says it's getting out of hand. Where are they coming from? Clearly from the tree. In its many, many caverns. So things are looking pretty grim, chat. We're running out of food. Let's wait and see what happens. No, we need to act now, Adol. Sahad says, easier said than done. Hummel says, in a situation this desperate, charging blindly will do more harm than good. Rakota thinks about it. Laxia says, if only we knew where the primordials were coming from. Probably underground. Thanatos says, maybe we could focus on figuring that before anything else. Thanks to Donna with the ability to warp. If we use that ability between beast raids, there might be hope for us yet. Given the circumstances, we must choose our destination carefully. We need to warp somewhere that will allow us to effectively assess the island situation. What was the well, I don't know. Well, I don't feel like any of these are a bad answer if we suspect where it is. So, I mean, I guess I could say the tallest point. I mean, Baja Tower also wouldn't be the worst thing if we think it's on the northern side of the island. I'll just say the mountain for now, just to see what she says. Okay, so they just said the mountain. Oh, Rakota says you knew we knew. If you head there right now, we can hold off the beast for the time being. We'll do our best to support you for as long as we can. We're counting on you, Adol. We'll use Peril to keep each other posted in case one side needs reinforcements. Safe travels. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, chat. I have some bad news for you. There's only one thing I'm expecting to be on the shore here. I'm really sorry, chat. If these are the boat remains, I'm really sorry. I would just like to say I called that. If these are boat remains, I called that hardcore. Oh no, chat. Oh, it's the boat remains. Uh-oh. I don't think Sir Carlin is dead. Does this wreck boat look familiar to you? Sahad, well, of course Sahad doesn't remember what the boat looks like. He couldn't even remember it wasn't there. Yeah, that's our boat, Sahad. This is the boat that Sir Carlin took. It must have drifted all the way here. It seemed like a waste of a good boat. Oh, Rakota. Okay, Rakota says, with the boat, she could go places she's never been before, and she's gonna point to the tree. Of course she is. Of course. Chat is very upset about this development. I'm sorry, chat. I had a feeling that he didn't die because he had another note. I feel like I suspected that, and then when I looked at the journal and saw he had one more note, I'm like, there is no way he's dead. Unfortunately. Might be possible to get there by a boat, and there could be Sir Carlin there too. Thank you, Donna. She's right. Can we fix this boat? Sure. Adol alerted the village, and people bring all the tools and materials they needed. Then, once everything was assembled, they fixed the boat. I was wondering how we'd get over there, chat, and apparently the answer is boat. Oh, I miss this music, chat. This is still one of my favorite stage themes. So there we go, chat. We're rowing to the island. You could cross your fingers, hope he dies, but I have some bad news. Yeah, we'll check back on the village, I think,
What is that?
in a little bit. Because I have a feeling we can eventually get more items, perhaps, to give to the villagers. Oh, that's not far enough.
Here.
Wait, where does it want this?
Hope I catch a big one.
Sahad, that's literally not where I was aiming.
Catch a big one.
There we good enough, whatever. So we're in Solitude Isle. There we go, chat.
Gotta fight.
Oh, this seems so easy compared to the other ones that we've been doing.
Yeah. Treasure.
Prismatic Jewel attained. Any big fish, though?
Let's do it.
I mean, I guess we could always check for small fish here, because this is a new place. That fish shadow is deceptively further than it seems. Actually, how was that not it? I feel like I barely moved the cursor, and that one was okay, but the other wasn't. Oh no, big fish.
Feels like a big one. Feels like a big one.
Did you just reel in a boss? What is this? Level 70 boss? What? wait a minute, Sahad. Why are you trolling me like this? Its weakness is Donna. So I need to buy time for Donna. Wow, I'm doing no damage. Okay, so it only exposes this weakness at brief periods of time. So I'm gonna have to work it over a little bit, and the next time it's open, I'm gonna try to use my extra skill. Fortunately, Laxia has poisoned it, so this boss is actually going to die a little sooner than expected. But this is pretty terrible. So it seems like we're not given a big opportunity to do anything. Well, Sahad, this is certainly something that you fished up. It knocked me down even though I evaded? That was weird. Why is this thing so hard to hit, chat? Huh. I might ask for Adel to come in at this point, because this is just ridiculous. Man, chat, this thing takes like no damage. I might have to keep it perpetually poisoned, I'm not sure. Oh, it's done. Let me use the extra skill. There we go. Please kill it, Sahad. Please kill it. Are they kidding me right now in the missing of this enemy? Are they actually kidding me? Wow, we were given almost... Oh, we stunned it again. New skill, Boomerang Edge. Oh, nice. Well, that was certainly a boss, chat. I'm gonna get rid of Ice Age. I'm not a fan of this skill, but Boomerang Edge looked interesting. Hurl a blade forward, really high break, which is exactly what I want to see. Ooh, I like that a lot, because I could kind of lead it towards enemies again. Oops, not what I wanted to... Well, that's fine. Well, anyway, well that was fish number 1, chat. Let's try that again.
I hope I catch a big one.
No, Sahad, please don't catch a big one. Surprise boss, chat. Surprise boss.
Gotta fight.
Ooh, I'm mashing this, chat. This is like goldfish level of acquisition right now. Ooh, looks new to me, chat. Great tree lumbers. Strength elixir? Wait, we could fish up strength elixir? That doesn't seem fair. That doesn't seem fair at all, chat. Well, hey, Sahad, your strength just went up.
Eat this.
Let's swap to Donna on this last fish. That seems fair, chat.
It's on.
Oh, this fish was really easy to get. Oh, what is this? That's not a fish. I got mucus, apparently. Oh, did I miss the fish or something there? Sahad gets all the best treasures, chat. Man, I'm mashing that button. I'm sure you can hear it. There we go. Same fish.
Look what I got.
Tree lumber. It's a strength elixir every time? Oh my gosh. Good chat. Come on. You spoil us. Oh my gosh, chat. Is Sahad gonna hit the fabled 999 at this rate? Oh no. Please don't. Sahad, you don't need to become stronger. Stop it. Oh, we attained a graved pen.
Leave it to me.
So we'll have to see who we could give that to. New location discovered. Well, Magna Carpa instead of Magna Carta. Well, chat, you know somebody's living here. I got some very bad news for you. Well, let's continue exploring over here in the meantime. Oh. There's a mystery.
That's a big old Picard. It seems rather large for a Picard. Could it be?
Oh no, it's probably Sir Carlin, chat. I'm so sorry, chat. I'm so sorry. We have discovered Sir Carlin. He is apparently alive. Rakota never met him. See that, chat? That's a good sign when they remember characters don't all have the same, like, set of facts because they came in at different points and they also have different viewpoints in general. I appreciate when a game acknowledges that, you know, Rakota has not met Sir Carlin before. And I'm not surprised that he thinks we're hallucinations. The Kraken didn't do its job, it's true. Please come to your senses. No, you don't have any sense. That doesn't work here at all. We're gonna say it's really us. So I guess in game time it's been more than 4 days. So 4 days passed from when we had that previous cutscene till after the raid. Then I think there were 2 or 3 days in between from exploration. So he's been here at least a week, chat. Uh-oh. Donna says you've done well to survive this long. Lexi says, I admit you did cause us a lot of problems, but in hindsight they all seem so trivial now. And then she just runs them through anyway. They're like, sorry, we found no survivors. Well, he's apparently going back to the village with us, chat. Everyone thought Sir Carlin was drowned after being attacked by the Kraken, but miraculously, though somewhat worse for wear, he was discovered living on a small isle. And so, with Adol leading the way, Sir Carlin returned to Castaway Village. I like the ominous music where it just sounds like bad things are gonna happen, and the first thing is just shows Sir Carlin. It's just oh, game. I don't think you meant that to be funny, but it's like he's like, I'm back, and then it goes wah 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 wah. The sound of despair of Sir Carlin returning. I imagine it's Dogi. There we go. Your aunt says it's quite a surprise. Well done defending the homestead. Dogi says I have mixed feelings about your praise. I can't believe we almost forgot how much of a jerk this guy was. Oh, Dina, you're not wrong. Wow, I thought protecting this village was your job. Wow. Oh, see? See? There we go. He doesn't know the captain's dead. See? He's not operating on the same facts that we, the viewer, know. I like that. So he's all high and mighty because he thinks the captain's still around. He wasn't fond of the captain. Oh, Sir Carlin. We're gonna say he was a brave till the very end. Right now, Castaway Village is in pretty dire straits, says Dogi. We need to be more cooperative and stop being such a stuck-up jerk. Oh, Dogi is like, I've had enough of this. Chat, I feel Dogi is speaking for the audience right now. He's on your side, chat. Otherwise, you might not leave this place alive. I feel like Dogi's just gonna start cracking his knuckles any second now, chat. Oops, Sir Carlin saying we're being very rude. Apparently he needs to be alone for a while. He's tired. So we're already low on food and we brought him back. Rakota asks if he's feeling away. Hummel says he just needs time for it to sink in. They're proclaiming he seems different. Honestly, he really doesn't. Glad he's safe, but if he causes trouble again, we're gonna have problems. Yeah, Dogi needs to warn the villagers he's back. That sounds about right. So everybody's gonna take turns watching Sir Carlin. He's rejoined the Castaway Village. Do we have anything on the quest board? So Kathleen wants pure orichalcum. The request name is Shining Armor. She says, this request is just for Adol. Could you bring the resource to me? With it, I can forge strong armor like you've never seen before. Well, your armor is very disappointing, so, I mean, that's probably it. France has a recipe for pumpkin pie, which will help us go to Mishi. So we're probably more interested in France at the moment. And Kathu finally has a request, and he'll give us 5 dragon tree treasures. So Francis Quest just said, I'd like Adol to assist me with a matter of utmost importance. I understand you're busy, but could you see me at your earliest convenience? Is it going to be like, it's her birthday coming up or something? Is that what it's going to be? And this is like her favorite thing to make? Is that where this is going? I'm just curious. And now Kathu needs wine. He says, the ship is almost ready. I'd like to have a christening ceremony for it. Can you help me out? Okay, so these are all medium in duration. So let's go ahead and talk to each of these people. And it seems like we have a special conversation with Rakota, which I think the chat noticed before. So let's talk to her and see what we get, because we maxed out approval with her.
I prepared this tea just like how Laxia taught me. The aroma should be different. What do you think?
I'm just gonna compliment her for now. I'll say it tastes good.
Yes.
Good! I feel so special now. Oh, I made you a necklace from the stone you gave me. It's just like mine. Now we'll match. Euron and Allison taught me how to make it. It's my masterpiece. I'll put it on you right now. Hold still.
Oh, is this the last accessory?
Ta-da!
It's last attachment, I mean.
Wow, that looks really great on you.
So, well, I'm gonna say I'm happy to receive this.
Really? Then I'm glad I made it. I'm so happy I met everyone. You all know a bunch of stuff that I couldn't have learned from Father or my books. I can make new teas, cook new meals, do my own sewing, and use all sorts of tools now. I bet the outside world has all kinds of stuff for me to learn. Just thinking about what's waiting for me out there makes me so excited.
We'll have to say goodbye when we leave the island. Wait, wasn't she going with us? I thought Donna was the only one not leaving. I'm a little confused by that comment. I'm gonna say I feel the same way for now.
Oh, there's stuff even you don't know too? Now I'm even more curious about the outside world. I'll never forget what everyone taught me. I have so many family members now. It makes me feel all warm inside. If anybody in the family is ever in trouble, I'll zip over and help them out. By the way, Father says we're cut from the same cloth. I think that means we're both adventurers. So let's have a contest. Whoever sees more stuff than the other person wins.
Well, given that there's been about 7-ish games involving him, I think he wins. I'm gonna say I won't lose.
Yeah.
I won't lose either.
You already did, Rakota. You already did.
Anyway, the first thing I'm gonna do when I get off this island is grow up and fill out.
Jeez.
I'm talking fa-va-boom! You better call dibs now before someone else does.
I feel like Adol in that situation. That's just awkward. Rakota style obtained. The final attachment, chat. Adol learned Thrust Storm. Lightning fast thrusts lead to a final strike. An S in breaking. Very interesting, chat. I don't think we got to see his other skills, so I'll put these on here inevitably when I use it. I mean, I'm always interested in it whenever something has an S at this point. Blade Rush is pretty good. I do like that. So let's go ahead to Adol. This attachment allows Adol to don Rakota's necklace. So I think that's it for all the attachments in the game. I thought there would be more, but I guess a lot of them are DLC. So that's a little unfortunate. Hi, Allison. Do you have any Super Tailor goods? Did you somehow become more ludicrous when we looked away? Unfortunately, you haven't given us access to like a 20% evade, because that would be perfection.
Please come again.
But it's okay. We still forgive you. You're good. Hi, Austin. Oh, we're like one location point away from doing that achievement, chat. That is so depressing. So we're not allowed to teleport anywhere beyond there yet. We still need one more person. Sir Carlin's actually helping us. So where is this last person? I just want to see like what locations we've explored. Like what else could we possibly be missing? I mean, according to this, we did a really good job of exploring. We just missed a couple of chests here and there, but I don't think we super need it, chat. Like, we missed one in the marshland. The chasm we have to go back for. And Eroded Valley was the only other one. And that's only because it didn't show up on the map. Well, I guess the only thing we can really do for now is at least go back to the summit to see if we can figure out where to go. But I inevitably want to be able to come back up here. So let's go here for now so we can unlock more area. So let's have a nice little run across the summit.
We made it to the summit, Adol.
Things don't look too different.
The primordial population has definitely increased.
Oh, what's that? Something wrong?
Look down.
Is it the swirling clouds?
Tree of Origins.
Great Tree of Origins. I almost thought there was moving clouds or something when we looked down. Yeah, okay. I did see that briefly.
Is that fog?
It doesn't look like the fog we saw with the ghost ship.
Yes, it's localized entirely around the Great Tree. It almost resembles a cocoon of sorts.
Has the Great Tree always been able to do that?
No, I've never seen it do this before.
That's not true.
What's happening here?
Look at that!
I feel like we saw that with the meteors. Yep, and we did get attacked by more advanced monsters from the meteor fog. So if the fog was coming from the Great Tree, then it's the thing producing them. To no one's surprise, really.
Primordials?
They look like the one that attacked the village. Those primordials predate the Eternian era.
How is that possible? Are you saying those primordials came from the fog?
We can't determine anything from up here at all.
Let's head to the Great Tree.
Yeah.
Indeed. We have to do something about the Great Tree. Let's check in with the village before we go.
Oh, false choice, chat. So we're due for one more help event, I think it was saying. So now it says, Adol checked in with the Castaway Village to confirm the situation and share what he discovered. According to Dogi, attacks against the village have become more frequent and the situation has become more dire than before. In spite of that, Dogi assured Adol that he and the others were up to the task of defending the village. At Dogi's urging, Adol and the others made their way toward the Great Tree, which had become enshrouded by mysterious fog. Oh, so we just ended up back up here anyway. So again, we are one person shy. I don't know what else we could really do at this point. So I guess we'll just continue down the mountain. So we're not really allowed to teleport here yet for some reason. So the best I can really do is just try to shortcut ourselves a little further down this path. Wow, we are much stronger than we were before. I think Dogi could basically one-shot this thing now. More or less. Wow, I was stunned forever. Why couldn't I get out of that? I swear I was wiggling the stick, chat, and jumping, and nothing seemed to happen. Oh well. For now, we'll make a little tumble over here. So I guess it wants us to see some kind of cutscene in order to advance, which is a bit unfortunate. Well, the best we can really do is just kind of make our way down here. It's been a while since we've been here. I have to kind of remember the dungeon layout because we haven't done too much here before. Lots of level 35 enemies. Oh. What is this? Game, can you please focus on the enemy that's in front of us? Oh, this is a new monster. Hello. You don't really give anything interesting, but I guess we can see how hard you are to kill. Oh, you cause burn. I don't like that at all. Ooh, I'm on fire. That's not good. So this enemy is much tougher, so I guess it's just saying this area has now caught up to us in damage. So this is a rather nasty enemy, unfortunately. I'm not sure why it targeted behind me there briefly. Not sure what happened there, chat. Or... Oh. Or I apparently got stun locked. I was trying to roll out of that, but I think because I was locked onto the enemy, it wouldn't let me out for some reason. So that was weird. Whatever, we'll use a revive medicine. So this enemy definitely hurts you. I wonder if it's because I was locked onto the enemy, it made my roll a bit weird. I'm not sure what happened exactly. Ooh, I can't just use that to insta-heal. That's a shame. I'm gonna briefly swap out as Zahad since he is injured. Or maybe my controller's just acting weird, I'm not sure. Because I wasn't pressing anything there and I kept doing that. So that's one of our new skills. Oh, it's just like a slice downwards. That one's not bad. Oh, now we stun the monster. A little slow for that, though. Wow, this enemy is really aggressive. Absolutely not worth us killing at all. So we got a new ability called Water Burst. Summon a sphere of water to absorb all in range. Again, this costs more than Ice Age, and it does less damage. I don't get why I would ever do this skill, but we'll showcase it once. No, that's a terrible skill. Terrible, chat.
Yes!
Switch!
Leave it to me.
So it seems like this area has upgraded, unfortunately. So we have to be pretty careful here. So none of those enemies honestly seem worth fighting if they're going to be that high damaging. I mean, you saw I got basically juggled into full death. So that would kill pretty much anybody that isn't Sahad.
Ready to perform.
Welcome back, Chris. You missed Sahad getting murdered. The new dinosaur was not very nice. So we're just going to go ahead and ignore all the fights then.
Who's there?
My turn now!
Actually, speaking of which, he has more health than Adol, so I might as well swap him back in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that fire dragon thing,
What happened to the great tree?
not worth it.
I'm not sure, but I have a bad feeling about it. What is this feeling? It's like I'm about to remember something important.
Okay, Donna thinks she's gonna remember something important. Probably. So, fortunately, we have not fought the ridiculous fire-breathing dragon dinosaur thing. So we're just gonna keep on running. And it's kind of unfortunate that we can't just fast travel now to the other area. Like, this monster, by comparison, is gonna be... Well, now it won't lock onto the right monster. But that monster right there is much easier than that monstrosity there. That is what I'm worried about. I don't want to fight that. No thank you, I'm out of here. Chat, we're not dealing with that dinosaur anymore. Goodbye. Temple approach. Primordials are coming out of the fog. And the fog is slowly spreading too. Lexi says, Adol, let's keep an eye out for any primordials as we proceed. The fire dinosaur thing is very vicious, and it causes bleed and fire. And if you don't get out of the way of its 3-hit combo, you just die, as I learned the hard way. Speaking of which... Let's go ahead and make some of these full heal ones.
I hope you like it.
And away we go. Man, it is still... Do we really have to re-explore this whole area? Chad, I don't appreciate that. Okay, what happens if I come over this way? I mean, it's kind of annoying that I can't just... Can I at least come back to this save point now that I'm here? No? Okay, where is this plot point? It's in the Temple of the Great Tree, I think it said? Somewhere? Need to get closer to the Great Tree. Well, we'll try to get closer. Uh-oh, the fog is getting thicker. Can barely see anything around them. We have to stay close and inevitably get ambushed by some really nasty boss. Fortunately, we should be able to heal if we need to.
Strange. We should have reached the temple by now.
Huh? Did we miss it?
are you saying? We couldn't have missed it.
Hey, is the path supposed to be this long?
No. Something is clearly amiss here.
I don't sense any Saurians. What's going on?
Only way we'll find out is if we keep moving.
I'm trying to get a sense if we're actually making any progress towards it. Unfortunately, the camera wants to reset.
Everyone here?
Yes, we are.
I have a bad feeling about this. Everyone, be careful.
I don't feel like we are actually getting closer. We are getting lost in the fog, chat. And now Adel's all by himself. Well, we're about to be chosen by the tree, chat, because this is kind of what happened with Donna. So we're gonna have our little arm tattoo thing. Because if you remember, Olga got separated from Donna when this happened before, and now we're gonna be able to reach the tree, now that we're alone. So we are forced to play as Adel. Guess he's got okay equipment on him, I suppose. Probably go for just crit damage at this point. We don't have really great items on him. Well, speaking of which, I'm not a big fan of his Sky Drive. We did see it. So what do I want instead? The Aura Blade. Oh, back into the fog we go, chat. Well, I'm glad we slightly upgraded his items, but I feel sad his armor is not that great. Hello, Saurian. Crimson Eidolon of the Fog. Lee... Erithros? Eidolon. Is that like a summon? Or is it saying the fog is summoning it? It's like the slight nuance with the name. Oh. Yeah, let's not deal with this.
I'm gonna finish it.
Okay, its head is definitely where we could do more damage. So that's good to know. Man, that fire stomp. I am not good at dodging. Wow, that actually hit me in the air, chat. I think it's slowly eliminating the arena, which is not good for us. Okay, since we're forced into a kind of random solo fight, why don't we increase our attack and defense with this? That should help us live a bit longer. It does seem to... But yeah, that is literally, if you don't dodge it, you just take the damage. I think it hits the whole arena that you're in. Oh, I rolled too early. What a nasty fight, chat. Well, I'm glad we have the status resist on him, because this would be a really terrible fight, I think, otherwise. I'm not sure if hitting more buttons gets you up faster or not, so I just kind of mash them. Okay, so this is kind of unfortunate because this is the kind of fight I really don't want to solo with him. Is there anything I could really do about this? I don't think so. Man, like, I'm hitting this thing and I feel like I'm doing no damage to it. Because I'm trying to get the dodge timing there, but I'm hitting it too early. Oh, I'm gonna get hit. Yeah, that's the downside. I feel like the moves that damage the bosses are the most... I think they leave you the most vulnerable, which is a bit unfortunate. Oh, the food effect is still in place. That's fine. You know what, since we're forced into a really random fight, we might as well just use the healing potion. So unfortunately, we do not have the power of Sahad to save us here. I guess we should upgrade the main character for later, if we have to keep using him like this. What is happening? What is this? Uh-oh, he's summoning the meteors. His head was too high up. Well, there we go. What a nasty fight, chat. If I thought it was going to be a 1v1, I would have leveled Adol's weapons a lot more. Nasty, nasty fight, chat. We're going to go back and make sure he's upgraded. If it's just going to force that in the future. Because who knows, maybe it'll do it one more time in the final fight. Because keep in mind, Adol does not have the 15% evade, and he's been using an armor since like chapter 4, because we haven't touched him. So that was kind of mean of the game. But we got through it eventually. I mean, at least he wasn't equipped like Rakota, so we had a better chance. Now they should pop up again because we killed him. Because that reduced the fog originally. Oh, there they are.
Adol.
Wait, where's Sahad? Oh, chat. Is it gonna remove Sahad from our team? Don't do this to me. No, where's Sahad and Rakota? Decided to sort the current situation. No, where's Sahad? They're saying that basically space was warped as we went through the fog. Yeah, where are Sahad and Rakota? Let's not ask the other questions. Strange voices pierce the fog. Okay, so I guess what they're saying is they tried to go towards the tree, but even though they went in a straight line, they ended up returning back to where they came from. Yeah, don't scare me about removing Sahad from the party, chat. Don't make me solo. Don't make me like solo Donna or solo Adol at this point. I don't want to do it. Unless Donna has the tri-stance, then I'm okay with that.
Adol?
Uh-oh, Adol shoulders hurting, chat. Sudden burst of searing pain shot through Adol's arm.
Adol?
We've been marked, chat.
What's going on?
Adol groaned in spite of himself and rolled up his sleeve. Here it is, chat. The mark. Hey, we weren't wearing this outfit. Bad game. We were not in our adventurer's outfit. Nice try. We rolled up our sleeves and then apparently took our shirt off completely and then decided to wear this one to show it for the cutscene.
The same symbol as Donna?
Just showed up out of the blue.
Why the hell does Adol have it?
Because he's next.
You received that exact same symbol after you fought a primordial in the fog.
I'll confirm the primordial he fought earlier was reminiscent of Donna's.
Everyone, look!
The cocoon of fog surrounding the great tree is expanding.
What's going on?
The evolution of the world, begun anew by the great tree of origins.
Something's coming from the fog.
So chat, there's one, each person looks
The
different.
fellow we saw at the Valley of Kings.
So maybe these were all the previous chosen ones? Are they somehow like immortal forever?
But who are the others?
Because I doubt they're from Donna's time. They look too different. See, they're a completely different species too.
Those people.
They're monsters!
They all have the mark.
1,000 pardons for bewildering you. Let us begin by introducing ourselves. My name is Hydra.
Hydra.
I am Minos.
And there's his mark. It's very suspicious, chat.
Upon closer examination, you humans are far more frail-looking than I had expected.
Of course it's Minos, chat. What else would he be named? Exactly.
My name is Nestor. I do not require that you commit it to memory. Nevertheless, we are well met.
And I am Ura.
Ooh, different character than Ura.
You are Adol, I presume.
Okay, not the queen.
Really?
Well, yeah, they don't wish Adol harm. He has the mark.
I'm skeptical, but I suppose we should hear them out.
Yeah, there could be only one of each species. Because they're all different. I have a feeling that's plot related.
Rejection. As I mentioned before, this process is the means by which the Great Tree fosters evolution. We are the Wardens of Evolution, beings who have been tasked with overseeing that process.
The Wardens of Evolution?
What you said earlier, the evolution of the world begun anew by the Great Tree of Origins? What does that mean?
It is beyond your ken.
I like the way that was phrased.
The Lacrimosa has visited this world many times over the ages.
I mean, what happens if we destroy the tree?
That humans now claim dominion over this world will not forestall the inevitable.
You mean...
Exactly. The same fate that befell the Eternians will befall you. Humans have been rejected for the coming evolution.
What? What?
You mean we're all gonna die?
Unfortunately, yes. The Lacrimosa will bring forth a cataclysm, which varies in accordance with the era. The resurgence of the prehistoric world unfolding before your very eyes, that is, in fact, the Lacrimosa of this era.
Its effects are currently confined to this island, but in due time, it will spread across the world. So it has been decided since time immemorial.
I'm gonna say I refuse to accept this.
So do I. How can you say we've been rejected when we don't even know the reason why?
It's because you're all not Sahad. It's okay.
These are understandable reactions. I sympathize with your plight, but there is nothing we can do.
Not once in the entire span of existence has a species thrived forever. By necessity, the species must be renewed to maintain the world.
Simply put, the Lacrimosa is the natural law of the world.
Well, if we know anything about JRPGs, we care not for the natural law of the world. We are our own masters, so saith the JRPG.
All living creatures must accept its judgment.
Nope, we reject it.
No.
Huh. What is it?
They all have the same symbol as Donna and Adol.
Of course she would notice, and Sahad wouldn't notice, because he would never observe it with his eagle eyes. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Indeed they do. What does that mean?
What do you mean, what does that mean? Donna's gonna start remembering, but it's a bit late.
It seems you've remembered. When the Lacrimosa comes, a single individual is selected from the species facing extinction. That individual will then witness the destruction of their own species. In doing so, the cycle of selection and rejection will be perpetuated for all eternity. We, the Wardens of Evolution, are those chosen.
You, Donna, are the chosen warden of the Eternian era. It is only right that you be by our side.
Donna. Then...
The symbol on your arm, Adol, is proof that you've been selected to be a warden. That is why we have come to greet you.
Why was Adol chosen?
Only the brightest soul among the species facing extinction is selected to become a warden.
This is so rigged. We all know if it was the most powerful character, it would be Sahad. Let's be real, chat.
As the selected soul, you are beholden to this fate. Now cease your resistance and join us.
So what happens if we just purge them and the tree?
No. We refuse to accept this.
What a pity.
So are these going to be the 4 bosses? Is this what we're seeing? Like a final boss marathon for the final area?
They are merely overwhelmed by the gravity of our sudden revelation, nothing more. For now, we will take our leave of you.
You will see us again.
As bosses.
Steel yourselves.
Until we meet again, Donna.
Quick, Hummel, shoot them in the back. You can't miss them, Hummel. They're in a nice line. I mean, no, okay. I mean, Sahad, you could still hit them from there. We've seen your attack we've seen your attack range. They're gone. The Wardens of Evolution, huh? What should we do, Adol? Well, obviously we have to fight them. We don't care what Donna's gonna do, honestly. It's our story now, chat. Sahad doesn't know what's going on, but he says we're not gonna curl up and die. Lexi says maybe humans can be selfish and arrogant at times. Sir Carlin, but I believe we have much potential and a bright future ahead of us. Hummel says there's no way to stop the Lacrimosa, or is there? Yeah, let's sort out all the information we have. There's something that concerns her. I'm not going to ask about Donna. Nice try, game. What about the Wardens? Oh, no. See, See, chat, like, I keep trying to not go to the answer it guides me to, and then it goes, well, that's important, but, and then let's go to the answer you didn't want to pick. I'm like, no, I don't want to ask about Donna. If she's a warden, why is she not with them? Because you rejected them, like Adol's probably gonna do. And then you somehow froze yourself until the next Lacrimosa, presumably. I mean, it's not super hard to figure out. I mean, I don't know how she froze herself specifically, but I mean that seems like that's what happened. Oh, we're gonna have one more flashback to the past, I think. So this will be the last time we're able to get virtue, and presumably this will be the last time we go into the past. But I think we're going to hold that off for another stream. So let's make sure we at least conclude this cutscene. We need to do the past, see if something did happen between me and the Wardens. Well, you definitely rejected them. I mean, I don't think you won because all the Eternians died, but that doesn't mean you couldn't interfere in the future events. Now there's rumors that she caused it, which is kind of... I guess it would have picked somebody else if Donna didn't exist. The ones who believe it are trying to capture her. They're telling people that the witch who summoned those evil stars deserves no mercy. So now there's plot against her. So I wonder if the guard captain's son will end up saving her and dying, or betraying her and dying. What do you think, chat? There's like a coin flip as to which one it could go to. So the queen is still gone from the palace. They say the entire royal family abandoned the country and ran away. It says the city's all but defenseless these days and the sky is covered in dark clouds.
Over here, Donna. Olga!
Olga says it seems like we weren't followed. Donna says that's a relief. I guess wandering through all those alleys as a kid really paid off. Olga mentions, at any rate, I'm grateful now for how unrestrained you were back then. Okay, so what did Olga uncover? Olga says she was contacted this morning by a colleague who finished translating the document. It took him a while, but he managed to locate the Saren Garden. The garden created by those who rebelled against the providence of the gods. Never expected to find a clue to stopping the Lacrimosa in a children's song, but we must hope this lead bears out. So where's the garden located? Exactly where you expected. The Valley of Kings. It seems the royal family passed down their knowledge of the garden over generations. Perhaps that's why this place had always been under such tight security. They all froze to death, chat. They never invented the technology to have full outfits. You're right. It's a good call, chat. Olga says, as a member of the royal family herself, Sarai had to have known about this. Where has she gone and why did she not say anything about this? Maybe we'll find her there. We'll see. Either way, we must hurry to the garden. Olga says, you're right. The garden is to be located in the depths of the tome. Could it be near the mural? But nothing like that existed in Adol's era. Olga says perhaps there's a reason that garden does not exist in Adol's time. Either way, it exists in ours. Not much time is left. The guards stopped me, but this time we'll make it inside the tome. No matter how many guards get in our way, chat. You should have an easier time entering now that the royal family has lost their power. Still, there's a riot recently that destroyed the west bridge leading out of the capital. The only other way to get the Valley of the Kings is through the mountain gate. Near the temple. So we have to be careful. We're all on our own, chat. So we're level 56. Oh, it's the Eternal Dark Orb. That's what I was trying to think of. I mean, Stone of Antiquity would have been better if we got it much earlier. So there's a lot of places we can't go in just one plot point. Interesting. Yes, chat, we're just gonna put them to sleep. It'll be fine. So we're going to go ahead and take a break here, I believe. So it seems like we are getting close to wrapping up the game. It's possible it could conclude as early as Thursday. We have a bit of cleanup to do, and I know we're missing at least one castaway, and we also still need to do some raids. So it's possible it might go another session, but it looks like we are very much at the end phase of this game. I was thinking after this, if the chat was interested, I was potentially going to move on to either the prequel to this game, which involves Dogi a bit more, as he is a playable character in that from my understanding, or taking a look at maybe an even older style version in the same series, like going all the way back to the Origin game, which from my understanding is not a very long game either way. I don't think that'll take more than like 4 to 6 sessions. Don't think too much longer than that from my understanding. So we'll see how the chat feels, or if the chat would like to start a different series, maybe we could do maybe another RPG series people might not have played, like the Shining Tears game. But I'm just curious how the chat feels about the game so far. I mean, I really like the series from what I've just played. I'm a little curious about the older games, but from what I recall of playing the third game, it's much harder because it's it's just that kind of style game. But at the same time, it's not super long. So I'm thinking what we might end up doing is we might mess around with maybe the Origin game, which will be the entire start of the series, and maybe we'll try to work our way forwards. And we'll see where we get from there. We might take a break in between, just, so we're not just constantly flooded with adult lore, things of that nature. And maybe we'll go to like a Shining Tear or something else, and we'll have a vote on that kind of game. But that was my thoughts and theories as to where we should go next. And definitely, if we want to see any follow-up games, like we have Suikoden 2, for example, we haven't gone back to. Potentially, we could break it up with that. But that's where I'm thinking at the moment. Maybe we'll go to Origin next, because again, it's not a very long game from my understanding. And from there, we could decide if we like that kind of old style game, or if we want to go to one that has more voice lines. Like, I think, don't ask me what the series number is, but there's like Oath and I forget the name of the place, but basically there's Oath, which I want to say is the 6th game in the series. I think also has voice lines. So we could kind of mess around as needed. I definitely don't want you to get tired of the game series. I just want to make sure you're having a good time. I am curious about the older games. I've only played, as I said before, 3 to conclusion. And definitely I wouldn't mind going back to Suikoden 2. I think the only thing with Suikoden 2 is I might prep a little bit for it. I don't think I'm going to go, if we do end up playing it, the true 100% experience, because for those of you who have not played the game or are not aware, there is a ridiculously tight side quest that requires you to basically rush the game and skip almost all dialogue because it counts in-game time. So we will probably not see that in a realistic playthrough. There are guides online specifically to see the continuation. I think it's Clive, and I forget the woman's name, but she is mentioned very briefly in Suikoden 1 when we went to the gravestone. But there is a whole side quest that involves you basically trying to beat the game in like 18 hours or less, and you have to be at certain points every hour or two. You basically need to rush all the way through. It's very hard to get all of the stars. I'm not saying it's not possible to get them, but you cannot mess around at all, and you need to go through the dialogue real quick, or you will not get through it. So because of that, because I would rather take the time to enjoy the game dialogue and to explore a little bit, I don't think we're going to get the true 100%. But we'll still get all the characters. We just won't see the conclusion of that side story. It's quite ridiculous. So I have seen screenshots of it before, because I actually own, from like way back when, the strategy guide to the game, and I looked at it and I was like, I'm not going to do this. I was like, no thanks. Oh man. Actually, kind of funny thing about that game is I think the strategy guide for it sells for like $80 to $100 or something ridiculous. Just one of those fun facts. It's one of those few things where it just appreciated in price. I just love that that exists. But in any case, um, we'll be going through. I think maybe we'll play a little bit Origin. Suikoden 2, I think, is also not a super long game. If we're going for all the dialogue and all the characters, I imagine it's probably between 30 and 40 hours. So shouldn't be too bad in terms of game time. So we'll see how it goes. I think Suikoden 2 has improved on the first game a little bit, but I feel like it could be a bit rough at points when it comes to the invisible plot wall, because it is pretty strong with the invisible plot wall, chat. So we're gonna have to be very careful to not lock ourselves out of areas. But in any case, I think for now, I think I'll prep for maybe we'll just do a little bit of Origins, see if you guys like that style of game. And if you'd prefer the game to be more voiced, or if you just want to do a switch at that point, I think we'll have a formal vote after that, because again, I don't think Origin will take too long to play. But I also know it's difficult, so I will try to respect the game difficulty. So I think even on normal, that would be like the equivalent of selecting hard or above, if it's sticking to the traditional difficulty level of the 1 through 3 games, because those were nasty, chat. I remember those. they were not the most forgiving of games, but we'll see. So I just like to say thank you all for watching. Probably on Thursday we will continue the game and potentially complete it, and at that point we will hop over, I think, to a prequel to the entire series, and then depending on how the chat feels about that game, I can keep an eye out for the first and second game, which is also available on Steam. I don't recall if the third one is there, but I think all the other ones are available on Steam, if nothing else. Or I could just go to like Good Old Games, it's fine. So I'm thinking I'll wait a little bit, because I don't own all of them, but they are also not hard to get simultaneously. So we'll see where it goes. It just depends on, I guess, how enjoyable it is when it's been updated. I'm hoping it'll be okay, but you never know. it could just be a brutal slog. But I guess we'll find out together. So this Thursday we'll continue more Lacrimosa, and then Saturday, Sunday, I still think we should be okay with Zestiria. So we'll go ahead and start with the Water Dungeon on Saturday there. So I got that to look forward to on the weekend. So anyway, thank you all for joining, and hopefully you have a good night or a good day, depending on the time zone.